Welcome back. John Van Limbeek joining us from Abbott Wealth Management on this Wednesday afternoon. Welcome back to the show, John.
Thank you.
It's great to have you on.
Yes.
We're talking about an issue that we've all heard a little bit about, and that is the fact that a lot of retirees are heading into their older years with more debt, and they can't afford to retire.
They can't afford to retire, or they're working longer, and the numbers just keep on growing, even though the interest rates are low. The 70, I think last year was about 12% of people over 70, people over 70, their debt increased 12%. So that's a big number for theoretically when you're really fully retired at that time. The number comes back when you're 55 to 60. They're carrying more mortgage debt of $190,000. And normally you have everything paid off by that time, and now you're going into your pre-retirement years with a big amount of debt. And even the ones that are 65 or older, they're coming back, and their numbers are about 11% of them are retiring with a mortgage of $140,000. So big numbers, traditional to what most people were thinking before.
Why are we seeing this happening? We all know that we're all living a little bit longer, but why are people retiring with debt? Why is this happening?
I don't know, choice, priority. I think it comes down to priority personally, and not getting the right advice, making the right choices. Everyone's different, but it's a scary trend that we're seeing and reading about. And then on top of that, if you had if you saved a lot, you can probably service that debt reasonably well. But the other side is happening too. You're retiring with more debt, or you're going into retirement with debt, and you're not saving as much to get there. So you're getting a double whammy, double-edged sword there, and it's not. I don't think, when people think back, you're trying to save to retire. Either one day you want to retire, no longer want to work, or you no longer can work. One of those two reasons, and we're not preparing enough for that. And it's a tough one to see that trend keep on getting worse and worse and worse.
So as we go along and we see it increase, and we see the likelihood of more people being in the situation, should investors be sort of preparing people from an earlier age? Like, you've got to think more about the future from an earlier time. And
it's true. When you look back, if you have time, it just takes a little bit, right? But if you're waiting and waiting, or not getting any advice, or making different priorities, because that's, I think, what a lot of it comes down to. Most people make decent money, and it's just a matter of a priority. Do I make myself a priority, or do I make my TELUS bill a priority?
Yes.
I think it's TELUS.
Yeah.
But
don't be your TELUS bill.
No, but or cell phone, or whatever it is, right?
Yeah.
And if you put you ahead of all your other bill payments, then you're going to make yourself a priority, and everything else will fall in after that. If you put all your other bill payments first, then you just accept whatever is left over, then it's a different story. And then I think we're seeing part of the trend of what we're reading about, for sure.
Okay. So, one other thing you want to talk about a little bit, revisiting the BC Training and Education Savings Grant. Yeah,
I was on in middle of August, and there was I guess there was announcements. I got a couple emails on that training, education, savings grants. Is where the provincial government, our provincial government, said they're going to put in $1,200, a one-time grant per child born after 2007, as soon as the child is 6. So that is obviously, it took some time to get all the mechanics working, and then now the fund companies or the financial institutions are accepting applications for that. So just be aware of it. It's free money. And you don't, you need an RSP to do it, but you do have to make an application for it.
Okay.
It's just not, just because you have an RSP doesn't mean you're automatically going to get it. You have to make an application for it. It's not really hard. It's just you have to do something to get it. Right?
Okay, so be aware of that.
Yeah, and I talked about it in August, and I have even more emails, or received more emails since that time. So it's good to know that it's ready to go.
Okay, it's ready to go. The money's there. $1,200, one-time grant for kids born after 2007. Good to know. Thank you for being here today.
You're very welcome.
Information on the screen if you'd like to get a hold of Abbott Wealth, abbottwealth.com as well. The phone number, 250-372-3736. We are back talking about Brew Loops when we come back. Stay with us.